Passing by the stores, Ayaka checked out the other adventurers, watching as they haggled with store owners about the price of equipment. Having never performed such negotiation tactics, she felt like it was important to soak in how far adventurers would go in order to get a better bargain. I'm surprised by how harsh they criticized the store owners. Ayaka's eyes were wide when she noticed one of the female adventurers pointing at equipment. Do you honestly expect me to pay such high prices? This plate is obviously used, the woman yelled, stabbing at the armor with a finger to drive in her point. The shop owner sneered at the accusation. I don't sell used equipment. Obviously, you're an adventurer that hasn't even gathered enough experience to distinguish between new and used items. Picking up the armor in question, he pointed at it. Do you see any rust? There aren't even dents. What are you talking about? There's one right there. The woman pointed, waving a hand dismissively. That's not a dent from being used, but just what occurs during transportation. The fact that it isn't that deep means that it's not from a weapon. This is just normal wear and tear. The shop owner sighed in exasperation, as if not believing that he had to deal with such an idiot. Continuing to walk, Ayaka left the two parties to hammer out the deal. Judging by how the two were acting, it wasn't interpreted as personal and just normal business. I'm a little nervous to try and buy equipment, Ayaka laughed. Nodding, Mizuki turned her head to look back at the two people. I hope it's not expected that we yell at the people. Maybe we should ask Naka before we decide on getting any equipment. I'm sure she has more life experience with purchasing expensive items, Ayaka suggested. The only thing that she had experience buying was school supplies, food, clothes, and other small items that were normal for a schoolgirl to buy either inside or outside the school. There were some adventurers that were quietly talking with the store owners and selecting things to purchase, making it confusing as to what was the correct way to go about the process. Ayaka's eyes nosed the bank as he walked past it. She saw there were plenty of people waiting in line to talk to one of the tellers behind the counter. There were also advertisements for the various services that they offered. Want to stop by? Mizuki asked. Looking back at the line of people, Ayaka shook her head. Why don't we try later when there aren't so many people? We still need to go out to hunt monsters. I want to have enough time before we need to head back due to the sun. He sighed. Judging by what the worker told us, we likely won't have that much time with how far we'll need to walk. Mizuki nodded, not adding anything more. As they stepped into the lobby area, there were fewer people. At least we don't need to wait in line. Mizuki pointed at the line leading to where they needed to report the number of monsters they hunted at the end of each day. We should probably do it now. Ayaka thought about it. The two of them made their way to the counter with the row of guild workers waiting to help out adventurers. Just like Mizuki had mentioned, there were a few workers that weren't helping anyone. Mizuki made her way to the worker that had cat ears, while Ayaka went to the worker that had feathers for hair. Seeing that Ayaka was heading towards her, the lady smiled. Thank you for your hard work. Are you here to select a job or report in? We're here to report in, though we may also pick up another job if that's okay, Ayaka asked. Shaking her head, the woman's feathers waved in the air. There's no issue. What job were you thinking of? She asked Ayaka. Are there any monsters above the horned rabbit that we'd be able to hunt? Ayaka pointed at Mizuki to indicate that they were together as a team.